Well, Kobane is strategically a very important city located right on the border with Turkey, and the US-led coalition has been launching airstrikes against jihadists there on a regular basis recently. Syria-based observers say Islamic State has now captured a third of Kobane. The Kurds say they can't hold out on their own and need heavy weapons. Well, our correspondent Irina Galushka is not far from where the fighting is taking place, so let's cross live to her now. Irina, from where you are, does it appear that the fighting has intensified, or is there any de-escalation?
I would not say that there is any de-escalation whatsoever. Well, on the one hand, you have the airstrikes. After we've gotten here literally less than an hour ago, we could see at least two of them actually hitting Kobane from where I'm standing. And as you can see, there is still smoke rising. That's the scene of some of the first of all, that is where the airstrikes have hit Kobane. That area, I believe, is still controlled by the Kurdish militias. But other than that, we do know that the other side, the left side, is actually controlled by the Islamic State jihadists. Now, if they do take over this border town, it means that they're now controlling the biggest part of the border of a NATO ally with Syria. Now, people, of course, are trying to flee the area. We know that at least 20,000 people have already fled. They're trying to make their way into Turkey, but not all of them are succeeding. The Turkish officials sometimes even go as far as using tear gas against the refugees. In fact, we have seen literally an entire pile of cars that are standing on the border, on the Syrian part of the border, because they want to make it into Turkey, but they're simply not allowed to. Gunfire, shelling. In fact, just a couple of days ago, a shell has landed not too far from where I'm standing. So really, to talk about the de-escalation would be a big mistake. It's definitely not what's happening here. And as far as the airstrikes and their productivity, well, they don't seem to deter the Islamic State jihadists by far. And of course, the Kurds also are saying that they would like to see some sort of reinforcement, because they're simply tired of holding out for as long as they have, more than 20 days at this point, but whether or not that actually will be the case is not yet clear. Also, we have tanks, Turkish tanks on the border are here, but whether or not Ankara will actually use them, we do not know. And I believe you can actually hear and see another airstrike that just hit it, and there are people standing on this side. And I'm going to take a step away, and you can see possibly the cloud rising right over there. Every time we have a hit from the airstrikes, the people who have gathered here on the Turkish border with Syria, they start clapping. So it's a very, very active scene of warfare, I would say, at the moment.
OK, thank you, Irina. That's RT's Irina Galushka reporting from the border, the Turkey-Syrian border, very close to the town of Kobane, where airstrikes, as you can see, are still taking place.